All right, hi guys. So I'm here about to mix my epoxy so that I can get my cup going. This is a big cup that I got from the dollar store. And I just take my X-Acto knife and I kind of just go around it just to make it a little bit smaller for me to manage. And that's that. Now with the epoxy, I have two cups. I have my toothpick. I have my formula 1A and I have formula B. And you always got to mix them equal parts. So therefore, because I did this cup already, I know that on here, I don't know if you can see, it says 7.5. That's where I'm going to fill this at. 7.5 is all that I need. 7.5 is erased. That's that part. And here's part A. 7.5. I always put my hand on it so that I won't go over it. 7.5. 7.5 is all we need. Equal parts. 7.5. Alrighty. So with this that I just did, I take part A and I dump it and I scrape. I'm scraping the bottom. Scraping, 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 scraping the bottom. Scrape the sides. Scrape the bottom. You scrape it all. That's that part. Here's part B. You can tell which is A, which is B. One is yellow, one is white, one is thicker, one is thin. And you just want to make sure that you get everything out of there. And you want to make sure that it's equal parts. So now, it's the mixture inside. I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm going to stir and stir. And you're supposed to stir it for at least 2 minutes. At least so once you put it in, it's going to look very cloudy. But then after that, it's going to turn like a crystal clear. It is going to have air bubbles, so I do recommend that you guys let it sit for a while before you apply the epoxy onto your cup. Now, I made a cup. It's a Haitian cup, Haitian flag, which is red and black. And I really love when I put thin layers of epoxies on because it just makes the cup look so much shiny. Doesn't really care of how. See if you can look at it. See, it's a lot of bubbles inside it. So, but it's crystal clear. It's not cloudy anymore. So I'm going to let that sit and I'm going to cover my workstation. Be right back. My Haitian cup that I'm making. And I just got this from Home Depot. It's just regular old paper. And always just put a piece down underneath. But when you do this, put something to hold it because it will mess up your cup. I have had it happen to me. I thought I had the perfect cup and the perfect cup became the ugly cup. So now I'm just looking for these gloves. I have these gloves to put on, painter's gloves. And what I do first is I always just do the front first. I do a thin layer. That's what I do on the whole cup. Before I even have the cup to start spinning, I use my hand and I just put a very thin layer on the cup. Just a thin layer on the cup where I have the symbol, whatever symbol it is. I don't even turn my turn on yet until I have a thin layer covering that symbol. Making sure that that symbol is covered up, because this thing can go really, really fast, and you just kind of want to make sure that that part is nice and smooth and covered down before you let it start turning. And then you're wondering, oh, smack, where did I leave off? Where do I need to put some epoxy at? But, you know, being that you do use your hand, you can feel where there's epoxy at, and you can feel where there's not epoxy. So right now I have my cup turning, so I can start putting epoxy all around the cup, up and down the cup, up and down, up and down, up and down the cup, up and down the cup. Like I said, I like to have a thin layer of epoxy on the cup. I think it makes the cup a whole lot better. I think it looks better when it's really thin and they're not caked on thick. Because when it's caked on, it just, I don't know. I don't like thick epoxy. So I like my cup to have nice thin layers so that it's even. Well, you hope that it's even. But to my knowledge, it will be even. And this is all I do for a few minutes with all my hand to make sure my whole cup has epoxy on it. Not some of the cup, but all of the cup. So I just use my hands, and I just use my hand, and I just keep going. And I just keep going. Around and round. Then I go down the bottom to make sure that that's done properly. And I go back up again to make sure everything is nice and even, nice and coated. Nice and even, and nice and coated. And I usually let my cup sit on here. It's late, so I'm probably going to let it sit and rotate probably until the rest of the night. And I'm going to let it do its thing. I want to just sprinkle some glitter just to give it a little pretty thing, pretty shimmer. But this cup is for a gentleman, and I don't know how this straight gentleman would feel about glitter. So on that note, I think that I just going to leave it be. And I just keep going over it just to make sure it's smooth and as thin as I want it. And then before I leave for work, I will turn it off. And let it sit so nobody can touch it. But, see, as you can see, even with that 7.5, hold on. Even with that 7.5, I still have that much epoxy left in here, which to me, it's kind of a waste of epoxy. But it happens, and it's nothing that you could be able to do. So this is going to keep turning and turning and turning for about 12 hours. Thanks, guys, for watching.